Okay, good. Nice.
Great.
Yeah, I'm pretty much ready. I have the file name and everything.
Right? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so this is gonna be a no RBA, no wrong warp, 80% run of Ocarina of Time. What the difference between no RBA, no wrong warp, and just regular 80% is that you are not allowed to do RBA or wrong warp, which are two glitches in this game. Wrong warp basically lets you warp to different places in the game by manipulating the game memory. So with wrong warps, you can pretty much warp to the end of the game, and that's regular 80%. And then there's a different route that uses RBA. What RBA is, it's a glitch that lets you manipulate memory to get items that you're not supposed to have. So you can basically use RBA to set up the light arrows to kill Ganondorf. But this run is not going to use any of those glitches, so I will have to go through a bunch of stuff to get the light arrows. This whole run is basically about getting the light arrows and then going to Ganon's castle and defeat Ganon. So
it's pretty much the old 80% before those
yeah,
two
it's pretty
glitches
much
were
the old
found.
80% before RBA. I'm gonna need a bow and magic and the light arrows itself. And to get light arrows, you need to get the spirit and shadow medallions. And since I cannot use RBA to get those, I'm gonna have to beat those two temples. I'm also gonna go to Dodongo's cavern to get bombs. So you're gonna see at least 4 dungeons. Well, you're gonna see exactly 4 dungeons here. Unless you count bottom of the well as a dungeon, you're gonna see that as well. So about half the game or so. So it's a bit longer than a regular 80%, and it's not quite as broken, but you still do a ton of sequence breaks. You just skip a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you basically skip the whole shout section.
Yeah, you jump through a door and you skip half the game.
Grokken, can you explain real quick why this is on the schedule now?
Yeah, it's on the schedule because the guy who was gonna run Super Mario World couldn't come, Chris Oso, and he's not here. So there was a donation war between this and a few other games, and this game won. So thanks to everybody who donated for this game to be played.
It's a nice choice.
Yeah, it's a good choice. It's a very nice game, very popular game to be speedrunning. So the reason it's in Japanese is because Japanese text is a lot faster than English text. You can just say a lot more with fewer characters, so all the cutscenes and text is a lot faster. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get the sword and shield, and then I'm gonna go exit the forest right away. So here we go. I'm gonna need 40 rupees. There is a set route that gives you exactly 40 rupees, so let's see if I can do that without messing anything up.
This game has a lot of setups with side ups and side rolls and precise angles, so you can pretty much just do really precise stuff with certain setups. Like you can just find angles really easily.
Yeah, and there's also pause buffering, which lets you basically advance the game a few frames at a time, or 1 frame at a time, depending on the timing. So that's really useful for the most difficult tricks. Lets you do a lot of sequence breaks that would be extremely difficult otherwise. So I'm getting a few rupees here on the way. I got 8 now, and I'm getting the sword, and I'm gonna get a few more. So walking backwards in this game is faster than going forwards generally. It's hard to go around corners, so when I'm trying to cut corners, I'm gonna be rolling a lot because you have a lot better control, and it's not that much slower than back walking. So let's see here. I forgot to equip the sword. Let's see. Oh, come on. Please. Oh, jeez. Okay, there we go. So...
There's a little clip here. Like a 1 frame we can clip up to the bridge.
Okay,
like
I got
that.
it. Oh, come on.
It's not too bad.
No, I can just try again. Okay. So, this 30, 35. And there's 5 rupees in here, around the corner. You can get them from there. So, there we go. So, now I'm gonna escape from the forest. You don't actually have to beat the Deku Tree. There's a skip that lets you get out before that. Well, there are actually multiple ways to do it, but I'm gonna do it in this certain way, because I need the Ocarina that you get from the cutscene over here. So let's see. Okay, I got it.
Very nice.
So, this is a one-frame trick as well. You crab stab the wall and then talk to the guard at a very specific time. And you just clip through and you can run out.
May I quickly use that cutscene for donations? $1 from Mark Van Hoff again, saying, please also say my Twitch name, Nor12321. Sorry for not doing so. $10 from Dennis Ratchet, saying, came for the speedrun, stayed for the poker girl. And $10 from Wayne Crouch with no comment attached. Thank you anyway.
Can you explain real quick, like people are asking why this is 1 hour 50 while other people do this in 20 minutes. Can you explain the difference?
Yeah, the 20-minute run is the 80% run. This route does not allow RBA or wrong warp, and you use wrong warping to beat the game in like 20 minutes. So this is actually a different run where those 2 glitches are banned. So I have to do a whole bunch of other stuff to beat the game. So yeah, this is the difference basically. 2 glitches are banned, the biggest glitches that breaks the game the most. So I'm actually gonna have to play through the game now instead of just warp to the end.
Yeah.
Well, you're still gonna skip like all the dungeons.
Yeah.
You're pretty much just getting Spirits and Shadow Medallion.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just getting Spirit and Shadow Medallion.
And a few
And I'm
other
gonna go
stuff.
to Forest for the bow, and I also need magic.
So the game doesn't really check for if you have all the medallions whenever you go to the Temple of Time.
The thing that triggers the light arrow cutscene, where you get the light arrows, is the Spirit and Shadow Medallion, because the game assumes you have the other 3, since you're supposed to need the other 3 to get to the Shadow Temple and get the Nocturne. So, I guess it just doesn't check for those 3. Oops. So, now I'm going to Kakariko to get Bomb Choose, which is an extremely useful item for a whole bunch of glitches. I'm gonna need them to get bombs later on as well. So let's see if I can get a trick here. Just a trick to do a slide here.
Yeah, this is called the West Water Extend Super Slide. You pretty much do a jump slash at the fence here, and you will recoil with a really high speed. And if you hold a certain position of your control
I
stick,
dropped it.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I got it at first, but then I dropped it. You need to hold the control stick in a really specific position to get it. But maybe I'll get the chance to show you guys another trick later on,
Yeah,
which is
pretty
pretty
cool.
interesting. If I can get it. This risks losing some time, because
Yeah.
I need to make it into the castle, and the drawbridge closes at night, and it's almost night now. If you get the slider, the west, it's not really a problem, but when you miss it like this, there is one trick to get in during night, but you only get one shot at it. If you miss it, you have to wait for a minute and a half or so for it to become day.
Yeah, like basically there's...
Oh, I missed it.
quantum
I'm gonna
physics.
try again just because it looks so cool.
Yeah, you can do this with Navi, but it looks cooler with the cutter.
Please. One more try. Ah, whatever. I'm just gonna Navi die. So, come on. So basically, I talk to Navi, and while I'm falling into the water, and the water is unloaded when I talk to Navi. Basically, what I was trying to do there with the chicken is get the infinite sword glitch. I stab it, and then my sword keeps hitting it every frame. It turns into a fireball chicken, pretty much. And then when I backflip down the well, it triggers the cutscene where the chickens attack me. So that's what I was trying to do, but if you miss it, you can just use Navi there to dive. You have to wait for Navi, otherwise that's why you don't do Navi right away. So now I'm in the bottom of the well, which is where I'm gonna get bomb shoes. It's a glitch right here. Let's see.
Yeah, this is called the active glitch. You pretty much open the door during the cutscene while you're crawling through,
Yeah.
and that loads the next room, but you don't enter the room, so you can go back and some of the stuff in the old room is unloaded. So you can pretty much go through the water later on.
Yeah, okay, I should have gotten it. Oh no, I went through the door. Come on, please.
Yeah, this is pretty tight. You have to have a specific angle and reach the door very fast.
Yeah. Basically, if I do it right, he will stay on the side of the door, and the door will open, and it will unload everything in this room. I just want to get it first.
It will also load everything in the next room.
Please. Okay. It's a very, like, you have to roll at a very specific timing. I don't know why I'm missing this. Oh, this is not a trick I should miss. Let's try again. At least I can just try again if I miss. Oh, really?
Okay. But when you get it, it's basically like he's out of bounds, pretty much.
Pretty much.
But all this is still there.
Okay, I got it.
Nice.
Finally.
So he opened the door, but he didn't actually enter the door.
Exactly. I just stayed on this side because I was still in the crawl space cutscene, which keeps Link on the side. So now I'll be able to jump down here through the water.
Yeah, normally you need Zelda's lullaby to remove the water here, but Link can just crawl here anyways. And there's also an actor here that is unloaded that he needs, so he has to enter the boss room and come back.
So there's supposed to be a Skulltula here, but because I unloaded the room, it's not there. So I need to enter here and beat this guy to make it load. Oh, come on. So there's this jump slash here. Very specific timing. Ah,
Close.
you can jump slash his hands. Gotta get the chest here as
Yeah,
well.
there's a hidden 99 rupee chest here.
I need this to buy the shield later on.
Or I guess the 200, but you can only hold 99.
Yeah, this is also an example of crouch stabbing where he retains the attack power of his last attack whenever he crouch stabs, so he can kill the boss much faster in fewer hits. And he doesn't need that Lance of Truth.
So here's a clip incoming with
Yeah.
Skulltula. It's pretty precise. He's gonna pause buffer it.
It's called Vine Clip.
He's pretty much gonna release the vines and re-grab it at the same frame that he gets attacked, and that will make him clip through
Okay.
like that. Pretty good.
And normally you fall down to the bottom there, but if you do it from the right position, you land in the high water, as it's called.
Yeah, so now I have bomb shoes from this chest. I'm just gonna save warp out. It's possible to climb out, but it's a little bit slower. So I'm just save warping now. So, now we're gonna go to the castle, to Zelda, to get Zelda's Lullaby, which you need to get magic, and also for a whole bunch of stuff in the dungeons, you need to play Zelda's Lullaby. In the Shadow Temple, for example, to activate the boats. So that's where I'm gonna go next. And hopefully I can get in during night. It can be tricky sometimes. It shouldn't be too hard, but it can mess you up sometimes, because there's a ledge that Link really likes to grab, climb up. You'll see it in a minute.
Yeah, this was not found that long ago.
Yeah,
This
this
is pretty
a pretty new
recent.
thing, actually.
You can actually like enter the drawbridge even though it's night, which is normally not possible.
You'll see what happens.
Yeah, I guess you'll just see. It looks pretty cool if
Yeah.
he gets
Also,
it.
the owl is back here, but he's within the text range of that sign, so it doesn't trigger the actual cutscene.
Yeah, if you target the sign and walk backwards, you can skip the owl.
This is quantum
So you
physics
can
right
hear the
here.
drawbridge rising, but yeah, let's see.
See, the chain is still there.
Yeah,
So
and
you
when
can
I
walk
step
up
on it,
and-
I just teleport on top.
It's actually funny how long it took for that to be discovered, but
Yeah,
that's just the nature of this
basically,
game.
you have to not look at the bridge when it's rising, and it thinks it's still down because you haven't really loaded it by looking at it. So, and then when you step on the chain, it like teleports you up. I'm not really sure why it happens, but I guess
It probably
using-
doesn't change the state until it's actually loaded.
Yeah, but the reason why Link goes with the chain, I don't really know. I think it's because the game thinks of Link's position in relation to the chain, and when the chain moves, it moves Link's as well. So I'm not really sure. That's my theory, at least. So right here, I'm gonna take damage because I need to be skipping a cutscene later on.
Yeah. He's also not going to pick up the egg. He's going to do another glitch to get into the castle.
You can actually skip the egg that Melon gives you here by using a bomb chew. It's a pretty precise trick.
Most tricks in this game is 1 frame.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but although this game is only 20 FPS.
you can skip the guard there by doing a jump slash like that. I think it's possible during the day, but it's way harder. During night, it's pretty easy. So. Well,
Yeah, you can do like a recall there,
yeah.
but it doesn't really save time because you have to wait for day anyway.
It's gonna turn day right now though, because I
Yeah, alright.
slow at the castle before night. Ah, come on. I did it too early. I'm gonna try to do it again unbuffered. Let's see. Okay.
Nice.
You can buffer that, but I think it's not too hard to do it unbuffered. I just messed up the first one.
Yeah, so there's 1 frame where you can damage boost and it will give you just enough height to land
These
on top.
guards are not very smart.
Yeah, these guards are pretty much blind. Sometimes they have like supervision.
I just don't want to get owned by this guard. Almost never happens, but can never be too safe.
If you get caught though, they are nice enough to solve the puzzle for you.
Yeah, exactly. The boxes outside, they get moved if they throw you out, so you don't have to do damage boost again. You can just use the boxes.
Even though it wastes a lot of time.
Yeah, so it's a pretty long cutscene here where you get the Solace Lullaby. So I guess it's a good time for donations if you have any.
Unfortunately, I don't have donations, but
Okay.
I use that cutscene to remind you that you are watching the European Speedsters Assembly 2013. We have been running games since Monday evening and will carry on until Sunday. 135 games in total. And during all those awesome runs, we are collecting money for Doctors Without Borders, also known as Médecins Sans Frontières. They are an international independent medical humanitarian organization that delivers emergency aid to people affected by armed conflict, epidemics, natural disasters, and exclusion from healthcare. They offer assistance to people based on need, irrespective of race, religion, gender, or political affiliation. They are a worldwide movement founded in Paris in 1971, and the principles are based on non-profit and self-governing. Today they are a worldwide movement of 23 organizations bound together as MSF International in Switzerland, and they have thousands of health professionals, logistic and administrative staff, most of whom who are hired locally, and work in some 70 countries worldwide. Interesting to know that they gather 90% of their overall funding from millions of private sources like this one here and not from governments. And also very interesting to know that 80% of the donations they get actually go towards helping people and only 20% go towards administration and colourful balloons and stuff. The 80-20% is a very, very good splitting for a charity. There are not many charities that can reach that.
So, fun fact about this cutscene is when you talk to Zelda, she asks you if you have the spiritual stone, which I don't, but the game forces you to say yes. So I'm actually lying to Zelda right now.
I guess the game does that a lot. It just assumes you have the stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Also reminding you that because this is technically the replacement for Super Mario World, this counts as part of the Mario block, so you can still win all those Urson Perlers and Springy Stickies and plushies that Tompa flashed into the camera quite a few times. A $5 donation will get you into the drawings of all of those prizes.
So there's a cutscene skip right here, where you use a bomb chew to damage yourself, and you use it to push you into the cutscene. And I will die and enter the cutscene at the same time, which gives me the song and skips the cutscene.
Yeah, the cutscenes in this game aren't like movies or whatever. They're actually like the game just taking control over itself, like demos. So whenever he enters the cutscene, Link lowers his shield, and if their bomb is like exploding, he will kill himself.
Yeah, so you can see the camera like changing because of the cutscene, but I get the game over screen.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna select save and continue, and then I'm gonna go.
Yeah, just triggering the cutscene at all gives you the song, so dying is much quicker. And it's pretty interesting that that cutscene exists at all, because you normally wouldn't die in the cutscene like that and just get thrown out.
Yeah. So now I gotta remember to buy the shield here, since I got the rupees. It's also possible to get the shield in the graveyard later on, but this is slightly faster. And if you run out too fast here, there's a collection delay, so if you run out too fast, you don't get the shield. So I actually had to run back there a little bit.
Do you lose the rupees too?
You don't lose the rupees, you only lose the rupees after you get the shield. So you can just go back and forth a bunch of times until you get it.
Yeah.
You just have to wait there for a few turns, so it's okay.
Now this is
one of the biggest
Yeah.
skips.
This is a really famous skip too.
It skips like half the game.
You can pretty much skip all the child dungeons with this little clip right here.
Yeah, so you're supposed to have all the spiritual stones. Ocarina of Time and Song of Time. Okay, let's stop the angle, let's see.
he's using very precise movements in order to get a very precise
How was that?
very precise angle so he can clip through the door.
Okay. So that jump slash just goes through the door,
Yeah,
and
very nice.
you can do it without the sword as well. You can just jump through this door, and it skips the entire child section. I just got the bomb chews and the Solace Lullaby because I need them later on when I go adults, and you can't really get them as adults. You can't go to the bottom of the well because there's like a block there. So this is another pretty long cutscene. So yeah.
Also, it looks like the door is open there, but it's really not. So he has to
Yeah.
save warp out when he's adult.
Yeah, after this cutscene, I'm gonna be stuck in here, so I'm gonna have to save warp out because the door is gonna still be loaded and just not really any good way out.
That's a big problem if you were going to do single segment runs of this, like without saves, because you can't get out unless you do some very specific glitches.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what you need to get out. You can do it. I think you need
the
hover
hover
boots.
boots. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you need to get the hover boots as a child. And that was a big problem back in the day because the SDA didn't accept runs where you save warped.
Yeah, it is possible to get the hover boots as a child though. It's kind of tricky, and you have to go back there as adult anyway. So it's like, so yeah. This is where I would normally like sit there and watch cat videos because this cat cutscene is pretty long. I think it's like 4.5 minutes, and I think it's like 6 minutes on English or something. It saves a lot of time to play on Japanese here. These text boxes are way faster. You don't really realize unless you switch. Like if you compare them side to side, it's like this is way faster.
Yeah, like it's literally many minutes faster during the course of the run.
Do you know exactly how much it is?
I have no idea actually. I would guess somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes, but that's just an estimation.
I'll just
You can really feel if you switch from Japanese to English and do a run, you can really feel the difference. Like every text box just takes so long.
Yeah, it's the same text speed, but it's less characters.
Yeah, exactly. You can say more with Japanese characters because they usually represent a syllable instead of a letter, so the words are shorter in terms of characters.
Slash,
get
they
more
actually
information.
sometimes represent whole words altogether in one character.
Excuse me?
They actually sometimes represent whole words in one character. so
Yeah,
you would
they
use
do.
many syllables even.
Sometimes syllables, sometimes words, pretty much.
I'm going to chip in quickly with a $1 donation from Lucas Kreisel saying shoutouts to Winkler, Erika Reindl, Raffaoli, and Kevin. Mr. Niacin, still best singer at ESA. He is such an awesome guy. Also, please give this awesome Bavarian reader a vice beer. Your Asterix and Obelix run was great. Well, thank you very much.
I'm not Kevin.
Also, something interesting to note is that Nintendo is pretty inconsistent with like version differences when it comes to like text and stuff. We're gonna have a Majora's Mask race. I think it's tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and like they made the English text much faster, so the text differences like average out.
But then there's a lot of other differences in Majora's Mask. In Ocarina of Time, it is basically identical, except for the texts. But it's pretty interesting because in 100%, the routes are actually different because some cutscenes are worth skipping on the English version, but not on the Japanese version because it's shorter on Japanese. So there's actually a different route, even though the only difference is text.
This is a really long cutscene. It's like 7 minutes, right?
No, it's like 4.5, I think.
4.5.
On
Still pretty long.
Japanese.
Maybe I'm thinking of PAL.
On PAL is probably like 10 minutes.
Don't ever play on PAL,
No.
whatever you do.
So yeah, the PAL version, like the European versions of this game run is 50 FPS instead of 60. Well, it's 20 input frames per second, so it's like 16.6 on PAL. So the game just runs slower. It just runs at 5/6 of the speed. So it's really bad for a speed run, especially since it's on English.
Yeah. There's some like glitch differences too, like some glitches with bomb chews are impossible. I think bomb chew mega flips. Are like
Yeah, because of the frame rate, some things are different. I'm not really sure about all the differences, but I've heard there are some smaller differences between PAL and NTSC.
It's not really worth researching
Yeah.
too much.
Nobody runs on PAL anyway. So, now I'm finally out of the cutscene. I'm gonna run towards the Shadow Temple, which is where I'm gonna go first, which is actually like one of the last temples. Shadow and Spirit are like the last, it's meant to be the last two. You're supposed to beat Forest, Fire, and Water before Shadow. So you're supposed to have Magic, and then Fire, and the Nocturne, which you get by beating all the other dungeons. But by using glitches, you only need a bomb chain and a shield. You
And
can
to get
just
Ice
do
Tea.
yeah, and a sword.
Yeah,
But-
there's kind of a couple key aspects to this run. Like he needs to get Zelda's Lullaby to be able to beat the Shadow Temple at all. He needs to get
And light arrows.
and for light arrows he needs magic, and he needs a bow, of course, because it's not going to use RBA to get a quiver.
Yeah, the run is basically a quest to get the light arrows. If it wasn't for the light arrows, it would be a very short run.
Yeah, they thought for a long time that you would never be able to skip the light arrows, and then wrong warping to the credits was found.
Yeah. And then they actually found a different wrong warp, which puts you after Ganondorf, not quite into the credits. So I lured the Poe there to attack me, so it canceled the animation while I was pulling the grave. And it lets me...
Oh wow.
Wow, the
Yeah.
RNG.
Here's
But
everyone's
anyway,
favorite
it lets
character.
me move before I pull the grave completely. So the grave still gets pulled all the way, so I can go down the hole while it's being pulled, so I don't have to wait. So yeah, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, here's everyone's favorite character, Mr. Dampé.
Yeah.
The Dumpy race?
The time you get here is the most important thing in the whole run.
Yeah, exactly.
Sub 50
Ah.
reset.
So the most important thing is to not get hit by a flame and let it push you back through a door, or the race will reset.
And this is kind of interesting too.
Yeah, when you push against the wall like that, you just kind of pop up. You can jump flash. This is gonna be, let's see, I'm
51.
guessing like a 50. Or 51, I think.
Yeah. Call it.
A good time would be like a 47 or 48. It's possible to get 46, but it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
You had to be perfect.
He doesn't have the Song of Time now either, so he has to death warp, kind of.
Yeah,
Out.
the game thinks I'm like either crushed by the door or I'm in the wrong room, like on the wrong side. I'm gonna like jump into that into the doorway and then jump out really fast. So you stand over here and you do this really fast, and the game thinks I'm like in the wrong room, which I technically am. So now this trick is pretty interesting. Let's see.
This is CFG's favorite trick to explain.
Yeah, I could probably explain this trick afterwards.
Yeah, this is like 5 glitches combined or something.
It's 3 combined, and you use them for one thing. Let's see. Okay.
Nice.
So I'm doing a super slide here, and then I teleport on top of the bush that I was grabbing there. Basically, there's a mechanism that centers Link on the bush, but it doesn't adjust for the height, so I get on top of the bush. And because I have the infinite sword glitch, I don't fall down. So
You
now
need
I'm
to
on
be.
the seam, and this is...
Yeah, you need to be real careful
Oh,
here, or you can get
please.
stuck.
No, I'm gonna get stuck here. I tried to do it sideways.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Oh well. I'm stuck. Okay. So I'm gonna have to reset the bushes here. I was really unfortunate. I didn't think I was stuck. I was just gonna angle change so I could run on the thing. Normally you can just target and side hop onto the seam again. Please. So the reason I'm doing these side hops is to get the proper angle.
Yeah, even like pushing into the wall, like just tapping is also important.
This seems so scary to walk on. Okay, this
Yeah.
should be fine. You can side up there and it's pretty safe. I'm just gonna use this because I don't want to get stuck again.
Like the
I need to conserve bomb chews as well. Every time I fall down, it's a bomb chew lost. Okay, let's get on top.
Yeah, the movement in this game is so precise that people have actually programmed like calculators for getting very precise angles using setups like
Yeah.
getting hurt and doing side flips.
Yeah, like program bots that that discover tricks. Okay, so I'm gonna jump over the loading zone here for the door. So there's normally torches here that you have to light with dense fire, but because I jumped over the loading zone, the door is not even there. You can just go in. So the first thing I'm gonna do here is get the hover boots. They're extremely useful for all kinds of glitches and tricks. And yeah, I pretty much need them here anyway. I'm gonna get hard here. This dead hand fight is kind of interesting. You can't do 2 power crush stabs because it deals too much damage. That was backwards. Anyway, I do 3 slashes there. And then I do a jump slash and he dies.
Nice.
That's nice full cycle.
If you miss the jump slash, it's still a guaranteed 2 cycle, as long as you don't do 2 power crush stabs. If you do 3 slashes or 1 power crush stab and normal hit, it's a guaranteed 2 cycle. And power crush stab is where I store damage from the jump slash and then do a crouch stab. Basically, they forgot to add a value for the crouch stab in the game, so it doesn't have a damage value. So it just uses whatever the attack before was. So I'm just gonna get a quarter heart here. It's nice to be full. Especially for a trick coming up later on, I'll show you. That extra quarter can help a lot if I fall down. So this is completely random, by the way, this trick. You just pull this, and it's on one of the 3 skulls in the back. You have to pull it to one of those, and it's random every time. So there's not really much you can do. You can just hope to get lucky.
RNG,
Like one of the
please.
few places that has RNG in this run,
Nice.
like at all. And I got it first try, so that's nice. Saves a few seconds.
So now it's basically gonna skip most of the Shadow Temple.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a shortcut here. Like when you beat most of the temple, you can remove a block down here. So you can take a shortcut there, but I'm gonna take it without moving the block, so it's gonna be pretty fast. I also need a key over here. So I'm collecting these silver rupees to get the key. There's a door before the boss door, so I need to unlock that. This is the fastest key to get. There's a really nice setup for the trick coming up. Let's see if I can get it first try. Oh, come on. Really? Like that.
Nice.
Oh, come on. I hate that.
He was going for the cool method.
Yeah.
I used to do that every time. I never fall down there. I mean, it has happened before. It
That's
has
never
happened
happened.
before. It has happened before. Oh, please, I didn't do it long enough. Really?
Yeah, you need a pretty precise angle here.
Really? Okay. I'm just gonna play it safe now. I don't want to fall down again.
Safe strats are the best
Safe
strats.
strats.
Marathon straps.
Yeah, marathon strats. It's the kind of stuff I don't normally miss, but it's, you know, marathon lock, I guess. Striking. So there's pretty much no way around this boat. It is technically possible to hover, or like out of bounds hovering like all the way to the boss room, clipping using a redead, but it's not really viable at all. You pretty much have to play the song here.
Yeah, you need like perfect bomb hovers, out of bounds, in a void.
Like it's pretty much stats only, almost.
Yeah,
So
like you
this-
could probably do it in a low percent or whatever, but it's gonna take much longer than actually getting.
If you
Zelda's
stand here,
Lullaby.
these guys can't hit you, they just kind of jump down. And also the sun is shining in the shadow temple.
That can't be the sun, it has to be something like a fairy light.
So I'm gonna play it a bit safe here. I'm gonna fall down.
Yeah, he needs a lot of hearts here to be able to get the boss key.
Yeah, it should be fine with this amount though. So I'm gonna do a clip here. Let's see. So I slash there to wake up the redead, and when he does that thing, I clip through, and I get the boss key. You're supposed to use Stin's Fire Dart to burn the walls. So now the walls are gonna close, and the game assumes I'm crushed in between. Also, you can do this kind of thing if you wanna. But anyway, I'm gonna be at the quarter heart now because I take a heart of damage.
Yeah, the game treats you as being crushed. Exactly,
Yeah,
so-
pretty much. Like, it doesn't know you can clip through, of course.
But it's good because otherwise you would be stuck. So
Okay, this trick here. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Nice.
very good.
It's a mega side hop, and then I put on the hover boost really fast, so I keep the backwards momentum. It's just barely enough. The platforms here, you just gotta remember where they are. I don't have magic, so even if I got Lance of Truth from the bottom of the well, I wouldn't be able to use it.
So now he's gonna defeat the bongo with a quarter of a heart, a hook shot, and bomb juice.
Bomb juice? I'm not gonna use bomb juice.
No, I know, but that's like your only equipment.
Yeah,
really.
it's like I have an Ocarina, a bomb juice, and a hook shot, and a quarter heart. This boss fight is pretty cool.
Have
Okay.
we explained Infinite Sword Glitch?
The
Infinite Sword Glitch?
Yeah, the infinite sword glitch. I'll do it after this fight. I kind of want to focus for it. Okay. So the infinite sword glitch, you can see the sword. It's like glowing. It's because I canceled the crouch stab by talking to Navi. I targeted a hand and I talked to Navi. And it basically keeps the sword in the state where it's swinging, even though I'm not swinging it. So I can just run around and use it to hit stuff on every frame. And then just poke him in the eye with it, and he just goes down right away. Especially since I jump slash down the hole, so I have jump slash damage on every hit. It's double damage compared to a normal slash.
Yeah, like because he's crouch stabbing while he's getting.
Yeah,
his sword
exactly. It's a crouch stab that I cancel, so it uses the jump slash damage. So I'm just gonna get the heart container here. You don't need it technically. You can skip it.
Marathon strats.
Yeah, it's marathon stress. It doesn't cost much time at all. You can see how fast that was. There's one point where you need to take damage, and one extra heart is like 2 seconds or something. It's not much time at all. And it
Using
helps
this-
in the Spirit Temple. If I miss Spirit Hover, there's a few places where I can take a lot of damage. Like the Beamos deal like a heart each, and having 3 hearts there is kind of risky sometimes.
Using this cutscene for quick donations, we have $25 from Robert Vioni saying, "Hello everybody, keep up the good work. I was sad there was no Zelda OOT, but now I'm happy. You're all awesome." $5 from Heiko Sintka saying, "Nice event, great speedrunners. Keep up the good work. Frankazet, 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 Frankazet." And $15 from Richard, last name Unicoded, who's trying to make me speak Demon's language, which is why I'll pass on to Tompa.
No. Tagga i rocken! Rickard, Katarina, Anton, Leff och Ebba är med dig hela vägen.
Thank you all for your donations.
wanted you to look into the camera. And Jorbit said,
Jarvis.
Also noteworthy is that even if you can like wrong warp to the end of the game, you can also use it to skip this cutscene altogether,
Yeah.
along a lot of
thing
other
is
cutscenes.
that the cutscene skip here counts as a wrong warp. You also need a bottle, which I don't have. So if it wasn't banned, I would do a cutscene skip there. But since it counts as a wrong warp, I'm not allowed to do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of different categories. I think they do it in all dungeons and MST.
Yeah, you do it in MST and all dungeons because, well, every category where wrong warp is allowed, and you go here, you skip the cutscene pretty much. It saves like a minute and a half or so. Because that cutscene is pretty short. So now I'm gonna go to Dodongo's Cavern to get bombs. It requires you to have 2 bomb chews. You need 1 to enter the dungeon, and there's 1 to lower the stairs to get to the 2nd floor. I have 4, which is plenty. But I'm only gonna have 2 bomb chews for the Spirit Hover, which is gonna be a bit difficult.
Yeah, the Spirit Hover is where you like basically climb up to the
Spirit Temple, like the top of the Spirit Temple where the Mirror Shield is.
yeah, the mirror shield, exactly.
The Mirror Shield is on the outside of the Spirit Temple instead of inside, so you can actually hover up on the outside. It's probably the most difficult trick in this category. But that's not coming up for a few more minutes, like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, you actually have to get to the Spirit Temple at first, which
Yeah.
is difficult on its own.
I'm gonna get Minuet first, get the warp song to the forest. And then I'm gonna go to Spirit before Forest. So... Oh no. Can I make it?
Yeah.
Oh, just barely. If I miss that jump, I have to climb the ladders, which takes a little bit of time.
That's a shortcut that adult Link can take, but young Link can also do it if you do a bomb jump.
Yeah, ground jump.
Ground jump, okay. I've forgotten a lot about this game, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Forward backflips, go.
Forward backflips. I didn't turn in time. Whatever.
Gainers.
Gainers. All the way up. So this dungeon doesn't have many tricks at all. It's pretty easy. Just one jump here coming up pretty soon, which is kind of precise. But apart from that, there's not really any tricks. Just gonna be collecting the bombs.
It's a lot more interesting when you're young Link.
Yeah, then there's a lot of tricks to it.
He's just here for the like bomb bag anyways.
Okay, that's the jump that's kind of tricky to get sometimes. I miss it a lot. Like, you have to get the right angle, and you have to like hold the control stick to the side in the air. So Link kind of makes a sideways jump. So
Like, it's a pretty simple jump, but it's pretty easy to mess with.
yeah, exactly. Like if you're a beginner and you try it, you like get a first try, and you're like, that was easy. But then when you do runs, like it's one of those things that you can mess up very easily. So I'm gonna equip bombs here so I don't accidentally use bomb chews, because I really need those 2 bomb chews.
I was gonna go and get magic, which is necessary to complete the game.
Yeah, to shoot the light arrows.
Since I only have 2 bomb chews left, I'm probably gonna refill bombs in Death Mountain Crater, so I have a few extra bombs.
Now, this is really cool if you can get it.
This jump.
There we go.
Then I'm gonna super slide here. Normally I would not super slide here to conserve bombs, but I'm gonna refill anyway. So I'm gonna do the super slide. Basically, if you roll, you shield, and you grab something, and you shield damage, then you go into the slide where you go backwards really fast. It's actually a lot faster than riding on Epona. Like it's pretty much the fastest way of traveling. But it requires explosives, so... Or it requires a damage source and something to grab, which is usually means bombs. Because there's very few places where you can find something to grab, as well as a damage source right next to each other where you're supposed to do super slide. So that's why bombs and bomb chews are so useful. They're basically a portable source of damage that you can block with your shield to do different tricks, such as hovering. And super slides, and bombs you can use to grab as well. For bomb chews you need something to grab if you want to super slide, something like a bush or a rock, something like that.
Yeah, if you're really pro, you can do a super slide off of the pea hat and the
Yeah.
grass right outside of the...
One of the few cases where there's stuff you can grab and that damage source is in Hyrule Field. There's a flying enemy that flies around, and there's some grass, and if you're really good you can actually... Wow, there's some insect flying around on the wall. It's like kind of distracting actually. Whatever.
Can you actually get quick text on this one on 1.0?
I have no idea. I just smash. I actually don't know about that. I heard people say that.
Yeah, I don't know much about it either. Anna, can you fill us in?
I actually don't know either.
Yeah, no one
Alright.
knows. Like, I think this is the one where you can get quick hit.
I know you can get it somewhere, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's this one, or it's the double magic one.
So I'm gonna refill here.
Wow.
Refill my bombs. I have 16 bombs, but I still want a few more. Wow,
That was
that was really good. Yeah. I wasn't sure that I was gonna make it, but so this gives full bombs pretty much. It's only 5 this time, but I need every bomb I can get for Spirit Hour. So now I'm gonna go to get Minuet, the warp song to the forest. And I'm gonna have to buffer damage. I'm gonna have to take enough damage on at half a heart before doing that, which I will do when I blow up the wall in Gorn City. I'm gonna go through Gorn City and then through the Lost Woods.
He's basically gonna do the same thing that he did for Zelda's Lullaby.
Exactly. I die and push myself into the cutscene at the same time. Using explosives. I thought I had a bad angle there.
And that is also really weird how you like clip into it.
Yeah, let's clip through.
Okay, now he's gonna buffer damage, so every time you pick up the Ocarina, and like it cancels his invincibility frames.
I should have taken half a heart more damage there. That's one reason to not get the Shadow heart container. It's a little bit harder to buffer there. I can get damage later on though.
So there's a little backflip. With a precise angle and having the hook shot out, you can just backflip past Maida.
Yeah, the first text.
Yeah, the first text is longer. But yeah, you just need to get a precise angle there and backflip with the hook shot.
Yeah, okay, so since he didn't get the Goron bracelet, he's still like power level 1 or whatever. Like he still has the same strength as Kid Link without Goron bracelet.
What
So that's actually...
Scouter say about his power level? It's still 1.
Yeah, his strength, I guess.
So I'm gonna take damage here once on purpose. Just so.
That's actually one of the reasons that he could get into the Shadow Temple with the method that he used.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... Okay, should be good. So pulling out the bomb here and backwalking at the same time is just the right timing to get pushed into this cutscene with the bomb.
That's
So
really
I line
nice.
up with the enemies like back. Here I'm say warping as well. I selected save, don't continue. So I'm gonna go back to the Temple of Time to get the spirit.
There's a lot of funny, weird setups that just like exactly work in this game. It's pretty fun. So you're gonna do the cool method to cross the bridge?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the fast one, or I'll try. I don't know if it's the cool one you mean. I'm gonna super slide across, like
Yeah.
all the way.
The cool way is when you make a flip over and land on the little...
One bomb. Two. Nah. You should have done a one bomb super slide.
Yeah, I could have done. I just messed up the setup. So this super slide here is so long, it saves a lot of time. I'm gonna try to do an extended super slide, but I miss them all the time, so we'll see how it goes.
You can change a super slide to an extended super slide, which is a little bit slower, but it allows you to change angle.
Yeah.
But if you use water, you can actually get a hyper endless super slide, which has the same speed as a super slide, but it still allows you to change the angle.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. Pretty good trick. So yeah, with 14
So you got
bombs.
SS, ESS, and HESS. I'm like,
Yeah, there's so many weird names for the tricks.
you can also get weird slides and stuff.
Weird slice. I don't even know what that is.
That's when you slide forward.
Oh,
It looks like you're walking.
Kind of like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to get this first try. I need the bombs.
This is a hover slide. It's just a super slide,
Okay.
but you equip the hover boots in the middle of it, so you keep the speed past the bridge, so you can just
Yeah.
cross it. It's pretty good too, because you go all the way.
Okay, I got the extended super slide now. Where he like just shuffles his feet and he keeps going. So I'm gonna get caught here on purpose. I'm not removing the hover boots to go faster because I need them for a trick coming up. I just barely walked far enough. Okay.
I was gonna do a clip here too. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why it works at all.
It's just this. It's like a spot where you can hook shot, where you clip through the ceiling in the window there. Then you can skip the Garuda card. Normally you're supposed to get the Garuda card to get him to open the gates, but... Just jump up there. And then you time a jump flash like that, and you just walk up here. Then you can get back in bounds like that. It's mandatory to cut that sound, by the way.
That's mandatory.
It's almost as important as the kiss. If you know what that is.
Well, the kiss does actually say.
It actually says.
So normally you need the long shot here, but he can actually just back walk across with the hover boots. And he's gonna navigate through the desert blind. But
Pretty much.
you can use the ground as a reference, it's not too hard.
Yeah, you can just back walk here. You're supposed to follow the flags here. Hopefully I have a good angle here so I don't get lost. Should be fine. So, past this point, there's no flags or anything that you can use, but you can pretty much just memorize the pattern. If you don't know it, you can also get the Lens of Truth in the bottom of the well if you're fighting the dead hand, because here you have magic. So you can just use it to follow the Poe.
Yeah. I personally just use like the geometry, you can see the angles.
Yeah, you can just look at the ground, see what it looks like, and you can just kind of follow the path if you know where you're going. Oh my god. I don't want to get pushed out. But yeah, so this should be it. So let's see, I gotta count my explosives. It takes... Yeah, I should have enough bombs. Just barely. So... This trick coming up is pretty much the most difficult trick in the run.
Requiem save strats.
Yeah,
Do it.
it saves like 3 minutes if I get it. Okay, so I looked up in the air there so I could target without targeting one of these enemies. There's so many of them, it's hard to run backwards. Running backwards is faster, by the way, than going forward when going in a straight line like this. So now I'm gonna have to focus for this trick. It's pretty hard. So I need to kill this guy.
Yeah, the Gways are very, very irritating. They spawn somewhat randomly. Not quite, but...
They respawn after like 10 seconds, ridiculous. Please.
Yeah, they mess you up if you don't kill them.
Please. Get angle change. One more. Okay, I barely have enough time before this guy respawns.
He had ISP there, so it died when he touched it.
Okay, that was pretty bad hover. I don't know, man. I don't know. These hovers are not good. Oh shit, it's coming for me. Oh, god damn it. For some reason, Link was like walking backwards there. I'm just gonna go to the temple normally now. I forgot to kill the bird again. It like respawned twice.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. If you have mostly bombs, it's just gonna respawn twice.
Yeah, so he's gonna skip the big block there because he doesn't have enough strength to push it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have this, so regardless.
Doesn't have enough power level.
Yeah, the power level is not high enough. It's a bit sad. If I had just shut down the bird again, probably would have made it.
It's okay though, the temple is way cooler.
Yeah, you get to see more of the run now. You get to see the other way of doing this.
Yeah, basically this category is created to see a little bit more of the game.
Yeah, so to make it a bit less broken than it is right now. So I need the key in here. There's like a light flag in this room. It drops from the ceiling. So here you can actually jump up. You don't have to climb. Oh wow, I shot all the way up. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna have to push this 3 times. There's nothing interesting in those chests.
No, it's basically just ice, I think.
Yeah, you just get damage. And when it hits me like that, it keeps pushing it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So here I'm gonna get the key to open this door right up here. I just realized I have 1 bomb left. I need a bomb for BMOS. I can pick up bombs in a corridor up here though, but I might take damage, then we'll see. I might kill the BMOS as well. Because BMOS drop bombs. Just thinking ahead a little bit. So I can backflip up here and hook shot.
You can hook shot the nipples on this guy too.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
hook shot above the nipples.
It was actually used on 100% routes for a little bit, but it turned out it was not faster.
So yeah, not too many tricks going on here. I have a lot of hearts here, so I'm gonna get the bombs here. Another bomb drop? No, just 1. Give me the bombs. Okay. Because you need a bomb here, and if I miss this, I'm screwed if I only have 1 bomb. So, here you go through the room, counterclockwise. Bomb that guy. You roll around like this. And sometimes you fall down here, sometimes you grab a ledge. I fell down. I don't really know, it's pretty random.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, as long as I have more than 1 heart, then I will survive. I should probably, I'll get some, start farming bombs already. Might as well. Yeah, I got a bomb drop. Then I hook shot this guy, and he pushes the switch for me. So now I'm almost where I was gonna be if I got the spirit hover up on the outside. I just gotta beat this iron knuckle first. Let's see. I'm gonna do 6 strats here.
Yeah, you can kill me in 1 hit, even if you have 4 hearts.
Exactly, he deals 4 damage. Or he, she, I don't know.
It's she.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess. It's an embryo. Wait.
Okay, now he lost his armor, or her armor. So she gets stunned every time I hit her. I'm just gonna pick up the hearts. Drop like 3 hearts, I think.
Yeah, you can actually clip the camera into the suit, and there is a face, and it is a girl.
Yeah.
And it's like different from the Naburu's face too, so they made a unique face for them.
I guess they're all Gyarados, the Iron Knuckles. So here's the mirror shell. Let's see. I'm gonna have to get more bombs though. I want to have as many bombs as I can. Because it's gonna be hard to replenish them after this point. I preferably want 2 bomb drops. 1 is possible, but it's a little bit risky. Oh wow. Okay, that's enough. Well,
The bomb gods,
Bomb gods.
they have answered.
Answering my prayers.
I think they have a 50-50 drop chance.
Something like
Yeah, it's
that.
pretty high.
Yeah, but it's only on those guys.
But it's still random, so you can kill like 8 guys. to still not
Yeah,
get a drop.
exactly.
But now I have 20 bombs at least, which is nice.
I guess it's like 12.5% chance of getting bomb drops on 3 enemies.
So this is fast strats. I just side up 4 times and hookshot up the wall right away. You can also kill the Skulltula, but then you have to wait 1 more wall tick. It's slightly easier, I'd say. That's a funny trick in this room.
Yeah, you can actually skip the boss key, but it's kind of risky.
Yeah, it's not really worth it, I think, since it takes so short amount of time to get the boss key anyway.
Yeah, especially using the strat he's gonna do.
Yeah, like this.
Like that just breaks the whole puzzle. Normally you have to go up there and like hit the switch.
It's so simple too.
Yeah, just touch the guy and just go through. Anyone can do it. And this trick coming up here. It's the same glitch as in the bottom of the wall with the actor glitch. I hit the switch, now leave the room. But because the switch activates a cutscene, let's see. I think that was late. Maybe I got it. I was talking. Oh,
Oh, you got the weird camera.
Weird camera. Okay, let's see if I can save it.
Oh wow, I haven't seen this before.
Oh, okay. Let's. Oh, what's happening? Oh yeah, this doesn't work.
Yeah, that's
okay. I fell down,
actor glitch
but it's
again.
okay. I can get back up.
It's exactly the same as what it did in bottom of the well.
Yeah. I was trying to leave the room, but get interrupted by the switch cutscene, and to unload the platform there to do a mega side hop down. So basically, what I'm gonna do now is gonna go out of bounds to get back up. Basically, I got unlucky with the frame. There's like a 1 frame that gives me the weird camera, and I wasn't able to save it. Oh god, where am I?
Like if he gets a fall death, he's gonna respawn at the door at the top.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna have to do this puzzle now. Normally it would skip this puzzle, moving the mirrors. The enemies in these rooms are not very dangerous. They just kind of dance.
Yeah.
The skulls here just do this.
You want to get
dance.
hit by those.
I'm pretty low on that hit life.
Yeah.
though.
Okay. I guess.
Not
Like
too much.
they
Like,
interrupt the animation. So.
yeah. So if they hit me, I can just leave the mirror early. As long as I have 1 heart, that's fine. I'm not gonna take any more damage before Naburu anyway. Unless I get hit by the pots here, but they don't. They quarter heart anyway. And they give that one actually gave me hearts. It's kind of funny how there's pots that do a quarter heart of damage and they give you 1 heart. It's like free health.
And there's nothing in this dungeon that requires like a long shot or whatever. You can basically just go here.
You can pretty much do this dungeon anytime you want. It's just the items that you get in the other dungeons help to make it easier. For example, the long shot in the room where there's the wall that moves, you can just hook long shot all the way up if you have the long shot, but you can't if you don't. So things like that. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, you can actually go directly to the fire temple immediately too without doing any glitches. So like, this game is kind of interesting for that, just having like a variable.
But the game tells you to go to Forest Temple first, so I guess it's actually the first temple. Like Sheik just mentions it in the Master Sword cutscene, like go to the Forest Temple and get the hook shot, stuff like that.
But you're free to do whatever you want. Pretty cool.
Okay, marathon strats.
Again, a single hit will kill him.
And dying here would force me to redo the temple, so we don't want that. She takes 10 hits.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, those strats are pretty easy. It's possible to like hug her left foot and crouch stab, but it's kind of weird sometimes. Like you can recoil out and she hits you and you're dead. So
Yeah, when you only have 1 hit, it's kind of risky in a marathon run to do.
yeah, if you have more, it's fine. But especially since I get put back at the beginning of the temple, if I die, I have to do all this stuff again. I can skip most of the puzzles and keys and stuff like that, but it still takes a while to get up. It's like, I think it's like 2 minutes when I die here. So this boss fight coming up can be kind of random sometimes with how the mechanics work when you shoot. Like they can sometimes just hide behind you no matter what. Phase 2 is pretty straightforward though.
I think this boss fight is luck based, isn't it?
There's a lot of luck involved here, I guess. It's
Yeah,
like
in the first phase at least.
yeah, it's like sometimes they shoot faster, sometimes they're a bit slow, and sometimes they just follow you around and stand on top of you and try to shoot, and it's really hard to hit. So basically I'm just gonna try to stand as far away from them as possible, and I'm gonna try to hook shot the one that's not shooting to make it stand still, to get a good shot. Basically if you hook shot them they start spinning and they don't move, so I'm gonna use that as much as possible.
But the second fight isn't RNG at all.
Second fight is not RNG unless you miss the first, unless you miss the one cycle.
Yeah, exactly.
Then the second like is RNG.
Yeah, the other, you will always get 3 of the same elements.
Yeah, the first 3 is always the same. Okay, that was unnecessary. Let's see. I hope the back one shoots. Okay. So she's spinning right now.
Yeah, because it's a shotgun, so it's the same like if you would have used a bow, even if it doesn't have any arrows.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Just a like dodge animation, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you can shoot them with any stuff, so I guess they wanted some kind of animation instead of them just being invulnerable. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here. Oh, I should have spammed the shot there. That's one missed shot. Oh, okay, I'm gonna dodge that one. One hit kills me again. Where are they?
Yeah, especially the fire can drain your health very fast.
Yeah, well the ice one as well. I think I'm pretty much guaranteed to die with this amount of health I have. I'm pretty low still. It's like 3 or 4 hearts.
The fire won't kill you.
Yeah, the fire is... Oh my god, look at this.
Almost.
Almost. It's very dangerous though, because I can get hit. Are you kidding me? Look at this RNG. I'm gonna dodge this one. It's just way too risky to... If you run, sometimes they can shoot right next to you and it hits the ground and you die. So that's why I'm not taking any risks there. Okay, this should be fine. So yeah, that's the first phase. Sometimes they can keep shooting after the 4th hit, but
really?
then, yeah, if you hook shot them then they will stop and it will trigger this cutscene. It's really weird. Sometimes I hit them like 6 times, 6 or 7 times. But yeah, so now she will shoot ice 3 times in a row, and then it will be random after that. I need to stack 3 charges on my shield.
And then you have like barely enough time to kill her before she gets back up.
Okay. So that's the 1 cycle. Yeah. Missing the 1 cycle is really annoying because of the RNG. Like sometimes you can sit there and they shoot the wrong element all the time. And it can waste minutes. So it's very important to get that. Basically I just did power crouch stabs. I was just spamming crouch stab after doing a jump flash to deal double damage. So
Another cutscene, another time.
yeah,
to chip in with a few
this
donations.
cutscenes you can do donations if you want to.
I have 2. One of them is from Eva, $10, saying for the OOT run, thanks. And a second one is from the Magic Toilet Brush here once again, saying late donation because of PayPal being awesome. $5 extra for winning the race, and $5 for Dexter Star points at the end of Doki Doki Panic. Super Mario Brothers 2. Keep it up the great work so far. Love from Norway. Thank you for your donation.
So yeah, there's another cutscene here, at the end of the temple. This is another one that you can skip if wrong warp is allowed, if you have a bottle. But since I'm not allowed to, I'm just gonna watch the cutscene. It's not that long, it's I think 2 minutes. Spirit and Shadow are two of the shorter ones. So after this dungeon, I will go to Forest Temple. I have the warp song, I got it earlier when I went there, and then I selected saved on continue. So I have the warp song, I can just warp there right away and get the bow. I actually don't need to beat the boss there, I just need the bow and then I'm gonna get out of there. So now I have the medallions I need, so if I go to Temple of Time now, it will trigger a cutscene that gives me the light arrows. I only need the bow now. A funny thing is that you can actually mesh C up to advanced text. A and B and C up.
Yeah, it's really
So
random.
I'm just mashing all three. So
Yeah, using your Sony PlayStation controller.
yeah, I play an emulator. I'm just not used to playing on a console. I don't have a Wii or an N64 that is not PAL, so I can't really speedrun on anything else right now.
And this was a pretty sudden decision.
Yep, exactly. I didn't really have time to practice. I only knew, well, technically I didn't know I was gonna run it until like 10 minutes before the run started because there was a donation war. But they asked me like 2 days before this run, so I hadn't been able to practice as much as I want to. And it's a lot different to play on a different controller, especially since there's a lot of tricks that require you to hold the control stick in a certain position, and it's like different for every controller and every platform. So that's one thing. And there are a few like lag differences, so timings are different for a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, just
Like,
pause.
yeah, just pausing is a lot slower in emulator, like the on-pause lag. So pause buffering becomes a lot different, and there's a lot of tricks that requires pause buffering. So
Yeah, even within the game, pause buffering differs slightly depending on if the room is laggy or not.
but except for the lag, there's pretty much no difference at all. It's just like different amounts of lag in different places. And speed-wise, it's pretty much the same as console also. So, and of course, all the glitches are exactly the same.
Yeah.
Virtually identical.
Yeah, everything he's doing has been confirmed on console.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Like half the runners, like I don't know, there's a lot of people running this on emulator, and there's also a lot of people running it on Wii. It's not that many running it on console actually.
I can confirm he's not holding out the level case.
Yeah. So I've heard targeting these helps.
Oh,
It helps making them attack, but they just started jump slashing like crazy there, and they deal a lot of damage. They deal 2 hearts every hit,
every jump slash.
every jump slash. So 2 jump slashes kills me from full health. So I'm just gonna have to run back there and fight him again. I was kind of low. I should have picked up the fairy. There's a fairy in the pot in that room you can get. But basically, I need to defeat those guys because that's actually the bow room. So I need to beat those guys so we can get the bow. And I also need the key that the chest gives that appears when you kill them. I need 2 keys for this temple to get to the bow. It is actually much faster to beat the boss in this temple than it is to get the bow. You can just clip from the lobby. You just use the hookshot to clip down.
Yeah, you just like kind of jump down to the boss room and you don't need the bow to actually defeat the boss. But the actual bow is like in the middle of the temple, so you have to like climb up in the temple.
Yeah.
And that's a problem because you can jump down just fine, but going upwards is a lot harder.
Usually you can just clip out of bounds and go down, so that's usually not a problem, but going up is a lot harder. Especially for boss rooms, because boss loading zones, like the boss rooms loading zones, are always there in the temple. no matter which room you're in. So you can actually clip out of bounds from any room and go to the loading zone, as long as you can make it there. So there's actually a clip from the bow room to the boss room, which I'm not gonna do since I don't need to beat the boss. I just need a bow, but it's just a fun thing. Okay, so
Something I don't really understand about this dungeon though is that many of the chests are like hovering above the ground.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can see it like they're not touching the floor.
So I jumped out of bounds here and got into an unloaded room because I don't have the Song of Time, so I can't move this block. Now I need to leave and go back, and it loads the room. So there's a trick I need to do here to jump to the ledge. Basically I damage boost myself using the hover boots. And this is frame perfect. I'm not sure if I got it. Maybe I got the one pass. No, it was one frame late.
Yeah, you have to get equip the hover boots on the second frame of getting hurt off of the.
Yeah. Basically, when you leave the ledge, when you go off the ledge, that's when you need to equip the hover boots. That's what I look for at least. Okay, that was a bit early.
But you couldn't see because of the explosion.
One more. Okay. Come on. Okay, this should be it. Now just jump really far. So, in this block room, I don't have a strength upgrade. Normally we would just push the blocks, but I can't push them at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a glitch called ground jump. I used it earlier around the minuet skip. Let's see. So basically, I store a jump like, I'm not exactly sure how it works, but basically it lets me jump straight up instead of doing a backflip or side hop. So Link just kind of gets stuck in the air when you try to do backflip or side hop.
Yeah, and then he like grabs hold of the edge right there.
This is kind of precise.
And he ignores all the solidity.
Okay, I made it. It's actually kind of hard to do that. It's very precise how you have to roll and change the angle. You have to roll kind of early, so you have a lot of time for the second roll to gain speed before you lose the hover boots. And here there's two Navitex, so I'm going along the side here to skip one of them. And there's another one here. So if I touch this side, it shouldn't activate. And then I can side up over there. Yeah, shoutouts to Anna for that one.
It's probably Molotovs I've been watching the stream.
Yeah, I showed it to me like the other day. I don't know if you found it, but probably not.
No. I've just been watching Molotov.
Yeah, this guy cheats, he walks on air. He has ISG maybe. I'm gonna get the extra hard side. Oh, jeez. These guys are like crazy. What is he doing? Now I lose ISG, which is kind of annoying. You can actually fight these guys without ISG and it's slightly faster, but I find it a lot easier to just use ISG.
ISG is generally easy on soft,
Yeah.
but it's usually slower.
Well, it depends on the fight. Like Bongo is like.
No, I mean on Stalfos.
Yeah, on Stalfos, yeah. Well, it depends. As Child Link is usually a lot better with ISG because you have the Deku Stick with a huge hitbox. The sword is a
Yeah,
little
you can
bit
see
less.
the box is like hovering.
Okay. I hadn't noticed that before now.
That's really interesting.
So here I'm gonna play the minuet to get out.
Or box, I mean chest.
Well, chest is a box, right? Playing the Ocarina is hard sometimes. So I'm doing this to get out. I could do a double save warp if I wanted to. I think it's about the same speed. But basically, yeah, it should be faster. I warp out, and then I save warp from here to get to the Temple of Time. So now we have everything we need, except for the light arrows, which I'll get now. It's gonna be a long cutscene.
Best cutscene.
Yeah, this is like longer than the Master Sword cutscene.
At least we're on
And,
Japanese.
Oops,
Is that
mashing
like the
wrong button.
longest cutscene in the game even?
Well, the credits are longer, of course.
Well,
But the credits are
I
like
don't
20
really
minutes or
count
something. But other than that, I think it is.
I think there's
The
something very...
Deku Tree cutscene is also extremely long after you beat the Deku Tree.
So one very interesting thing about this cutscene is that the scene where you have a flashback to young Link, it actually changes your character back to young Link and back to
yeah.
adult Link. So if you do Bottle Adventure, then you actually, like, it treats you as if you
Child
went
Link.
back in time and forward in time. So you can change what item you have on B, and that was used before when you did wrong warp to the credits, because you could
Yeah.
do a Bottle Adventure and get a...
Yeah, some memory manipulation glitch.
Yeah.
You used it to get Ferror's Wind on the B button, so you could use it in boss rooms. And what you would do is you walk into the warp of the end of the dungeon, and you use Ferror's Wind to warp. And if you do that, it's pretty specific when you have to do it, I think. And it warps you at like 2 locations at once, and it gets confused and warps you pretty much anywhere, because it depends on where you put the warps for the Ferror's Wind. There is a location that takes you to the end of the credits. Well, not the end of the credits, but it takes you to the credits of the game. So you just can beat the game without fighting the last boss or anything.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. It's a category in its own.
But normally you can't use Ferror's Wind whenever, so you have to like have Ferror's Wind on B, and you use this cutscene to get that by using Bottle Adventure glitch.
Yeah,
I think that's really cool.
yeah, it is. And it lets you beat the game really fast as well, because you don't have to deal with the light arrows. Light arrows is like the slow part of this game pretty much. Unless you use wrong warp and do the regular any percents. So that's the reason why the newest any percent, the one where you just wrong warp to after Ganondorf, is so fast. It's because you can skip light arrows. So you can beat the game without even going adults.
Grokken, can you explain again really quick why Ocarina of Time is on right now? Because people
Okay.
keep asking.
Yeah. Basically, it's supposed to be Super Mario World right now, but Chris Owen could not come here. So there's not gonna be any Super Mario World run. So there was a donation war between Ocarina of Time and other games as well. I don't remember exactly which.
Sonic
There was,
Adventure
yeah, it was some
and
games. And I don't know. But anyway, there was a
Help
donation
us.
war, and Ocarina of Time won that donation war. So that's why Ocarina of Time is on right now instead of Super Mario World.
Captain Falcon.
It fits pretty nicely. I think Super Mario World had a
F-Zero.
2-hour estimate, and this
X.
is slightly faster, I think. Depends on how fast you do it, of course. But
And Half-Life 2.
it should definitely be under 2 hours.
See, I remember.
At least I'm in Japanese and not English.
She plays on cat videos.
What?
She plays on cat videos.
No.
Cat videos.
Yeah, he always does that on his stream during long
Yeah,
cutscenes.
cat videos are awesome.
So you're a bionic bunion kind of guy?
Hmm?
You're a bionic bunion kind of guy?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Franker Z is awesome as well. All animals are awesome, but cats are the best. Zelda is so useless. Like, in Wind Waker as well. Like Zelda is disguised, or she is in another form. Like in this game, it's Sheik, and she's pretty useful. Like she helps out with a lot of stuff. But as soon as she transforms into Zelda, she just gets kidnapped. Like no matter what. Same happens in Wind Waker. I don't want to spoiler Wind Waker though. Even though most people probably know the story.
I think most people watching this knows.
Yeah, probably. Probably seen Cosmo do runs of it. And Demon 9.
Ever since he got his IQ.
Yeah.
There's maybe something to explain about the IQ.
Yeah, there's actually a version of this game that is even faster than the Japanese version. And it's like a special Chinese version of the game, where the text is even faster and there's also less lag. but it requires you to have this special console, which is basically the controller is the console, to like put in the game into the controller. And it's weird because you have to use that specific controller, and it's like it's kind of awkward to play with, and also not very many people have it, so there's very few people running on IQ.
Yeah, you have to import it from China.
Yeah, it's
Usually.
kind of hard to get.
So, like, it's exactly like importing from Japan, really, if you're European or American.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
it's such a rare version that there's no competition for it, really.
yeah, it's a lot easier to just buy a Wii and use a virtual console. You can like mod it yourself to make it run OT in Japanese and stuff like that. Which is the second fastest after IQ in terms of speed.
IQ is ridiculous.
IQ is ridiculous. There's only a few people who have those, so I don't think
Well,
any.
a few speedrunners at least.
Yeah, a few people. Yeah, probably a lot of Chinese people who have them. So I have plenty of bombs here actually. I have 14 bombs, it's nice. It's really annoying when you are at like 5 bombs or something. Because you need 2. Well, technically you can do it with 1 at the Ganon fights to keep your sword, but we'll talk about that later on.
3 bumps to you.
Yeah, this is Trials, yep.
He's going to hit the.
Oh, I missed it.
He's going to try and hit the trigger. So he just like kind of warped inside.
Yeah, that made it. I just do 2 hovers there and then another backflip, and it flips me inside of this center area without having to beat the Trials at all.
Oh wow.
This is like one of the places where you can actually use this attack. It's usually just way too slow, but because they have to move towards you anyway, and it's also very difficult to crouch stab those guys because you just dodge everything. But that was a really good fight, by the way. You got hit like 4 times by the
However,
large
quick spins are very necessary for glitch videos on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever you do a glitch, you have to do a quick spin or a bunch of quick spins after you get the trick.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, it's not a real video. It's like some kind of tradition, like everyone does it. Come on, hit me. It's very hard to hit these guys when they're not attacking. So I need this boss key to get into Ganondorf's room. I'm still thinking about what strats I'm going to use on Ganondorf. I think I'll use the harder one, which is a bit faster.
Too bad you don't have a bottle. Bottle strats
Yeah.
are my favorite strats.
Bottle strats. Oh, this room.
Yeah.
I die a lot in this room.
Yeah. It's actually very easy to mess up.
Okay, only the white one gets hit there for one of the stabs. So they're not going to be in sync now. Okay. It's a bit slow fight, but as long as I don't die, I'm fine with it. Okay. As long as they lose their armor, they'll get stunned every hit I do on them. If you turn like that, Navi talks to you like every time. She says hey every time I face the door. I didn't have much time to do it there, but it sounds pretty funny. I try to do this as much as I can. I'm running the wrong way. Door's over here. I'm not escaping yet. So, this guy up here is the reason I need the light arrows. It's the only way of killing him. And it's the reason I've been doing all this stuff. If it wasn't for needing light arrows here, you could probably just hover up here, like right away, and just beat him. Because you don't really need much. You can hover to Ganon's castle without the bridge, if you have explosives. But since you need light arrows anyway, and light arrows spawn the bridge, so might as well just take the bridge. But it can be useful if you're doing other stuff like bingos and other speedruns. Yay, more cutscenes. And I get full health, but I'm already full, I think. It's kind of funny, because I think you get full health after you fight as well.
No, you do.
Yeah. You say hype.
Navi is pretty hyped.
Yeah, she's hype. Oh, ha, ha, ha. I should equip glider. Ah, I was a little bit too early. If you time the crouch stabs, you can one cycle.
You can also do ISG if you're fast.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to do when you're standing there. Should be enough to like. Yeah, there we go.
That's fine.
So that was power crouch stabs as well. I jump slash to the platform, so the crouch stabs deal twice the damage.
Red blood.
It's kind of funny because basically just doing a crouch stab is a glitch. So doing it just completely glitchless is pretty hard. In Majora's Mask, like the Japanese version, the crouch stabs don't do any damage unless you store like some kind of other damage first. It's really weird. In this game it's 1 damage. Like, if you use a Deke stick and get ISG, you can kill stuff that are supposed to be immune to Deke sticks as long as you don't slash it first. It's kind of weird. And also, when you crouch stab, all the other effects from weapons carry over as well. So if you swing the Megaton hammer and then you crouch stab a boulder, it just breaks. Which is kind of funny, like the large boulders that you're supposed to break with the hammer. It's a pretty funny thing. And also, if you swing a Deke stick and then try to crouch stab a pot, it doesn't break, it just makes this wooden sound. Some other cool effects with the crouch stabbing. Oops. Movement here doesn't matter much because you have to wait for Zelda to open the bars down here.
You can actually skip this escape thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's possible to skip this, but it also counts as a wrong warp, so that's why I'm not doing it. It was found very recently, just before the child version of the collapse skip. Basically, you can use a bomb, you can clip. You basically enter a loading zone at the same time as you hit the void where you fall down the tower, and that takes you into the tower but out of bounds. But then you fall all the way through the tower to the bottom. But because I'm not allowed to do wrong warps in this run, I cannot do it. It's classed as a wrong warp. I'm not exactly sure why. I guess it's because it changes the coordinates.
Someone asked if trial skip wouldn't be a wrong warp with that logic.
No, not really. The trial skip is just I hit a loading zone there and I go to the next area. It's just the same loading zone.
Loading zone with the
Yeah, but the difference with this is you hit the loading zone at the same time as you hit the. You basically go out of bounds with the. How am I supposed to explain this? Basically, you fall down the tower and die at the same time as you hit the loading zone, and that gives a weird effect. So that's why it's classed as a wrong warp. Doing the trial skip is just going into a loading zone in a way that you're not supposed to. So there's nothing. You just go through the loading zone like normal, except you go through the wall instead of the door.
Yeah. You shouldn't you shouldn't question the Zelda speedrunning committee.
Yeah, you should. You should always question stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's hard to classify, like, what is a wrong warp and what isn't, because it doesn't work the same way as the other wrong warps in the dungeons.
We have $15,000 in donations!
Wow, 50?
15.
15. I was like, well,
50.
yeah, that wasn't bad.
Okay, so most important trick in the run coming up.
The kiss.
The kiss. This is like the most important trick. It saves like 2 frames. It's a lot of time. See if I can do it.
You better, so I can throw in these 20 krona. You better do it.
Yes!
Whoa, nice.
So now I don't have to do anything. I just push into the loading zone.
Saving frames.
Saving the frames.
I'll go. Can you pick that up real quick?
Now I only have to worry about not dying to Ganon. He kills me in 1 hit, like a lot of the other stuff in this game. He deals 4 damage. A lot of people too.
It's my 20 krona donation.
People climbing in.
Oh my god.
Have some respect for the runner. Please.
Throwing in chairs through the window.
What is he doing anyway? Like, what just happened?
There's a door here with a burglar alarm, but apparently it's not applied to the windows because you can just do whatever. There's like a bunch of large windows so you can just jump in and out of. But you can absolutely not use the door.
No.
No.
It's
Using the door as a sin and a crime. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that smiley is really angry.
Stop. This means you. It's like funny.
Alright, so he's gonna super slide into the cutscene or? Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta remember to do that. If you're low on bombs here, it's kind of troublesome. Like if you run out of bombs here and you can't super slide, it's very hard to fight Ganon.
I think you used a hook shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just shoot him like 50 times with the hook shot.
Wait, 50 times?
I don't really know how many times.
I think he has 10 HP for everything except for the Master Sword.
yeah. So I'm still blocking
Yeah.
there, as you can
That's the
see.
sword is 3.
Yeah,
This
except
messes
for
up this cutscene in a funny way. Like
even if you- even
three,
if-
3 hits will jump slash.
Yeah, yeah. But like even if you have light arrows, it doesn't
Yeah.
do more damage than normal
Like the
arrows.
only thing that deals full damage.
the deck stick deal.
Well,
Deck
yeah,
stick jump
The
slash.
only thing that deals full damage is Deku Stick.
Yeah, but Deku Stick is technically Master Sword.
Yeah, at least the jump slash is. A normal slash
There's only
doesn't
one.
work for some reason.
No, actually, normal slash is 2 Deku Stick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We did that.
Like
We did that before in the
regular,
run.
you
It would
should-
just. I don't know. I don't think it works. But anyway, if you do a Deku Stick jump slash or a Master Sword jump slash, it is 3 hits.
Yeah, even before you're supposed to pick up the sword.
So I'm just gonna do this jump slash first. Or actually, I'm just gonna jump slash the tail. Okay. There we go.
Please don't.
Just playing it safe. I don't want to die.
Okay,
now.
get ready with the timer.
Well,
soon.
not quite yet.
Yeah,
but
soon.
pretty soon. In like a minute or so.
Yeah, so just like get ready.
Please don't pull a Molotov.
Yeah, please don't pull a Molotov. No. No!
Oh.
Told you.
Only.
Still bombs.
Yeah, don't say when you have low on. If you would.
Ooh! Like half a kiss.
I want my donation back. If you don't get the kiss now. I want my donation back.
I tried.
No.
So I'm so used to fighting down. It's a lot different. Just, you can just go through it. This Jarling is small enough. So don't think I have to roll under. The end is pretty fast as well because the long range goes with one hit. You can even hit you like
What's the time at anyways right now?
1:46:16.
Marathon one.
I was kind of aiming for 1:40. Like this is because I'm used to it.
At least you can't crash your game while you're adult
Yeah,
Link.
you can crash the game, but it's a lot harder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's possible. I'm not sure exactly how though. You want to take mine? Seems like we ran out of batteries. You can actually get multiple kisses here.
Yeah, but it's very
Hard
Yeah.
when she's coming from an angle.
Yeah, exactly. I've only gotten like a kiss from an angle like once. But the TAS, the old TAS for any percent gets kisses like the whole way down.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was MSD. It was by Swordless Link anyway. I don't remember the exact category, unfortunately.
Okay. Let's try again.
Yeah, he's basically making out with Zelda the whole way down.
Bam.
Nice.
Double kiss. This is the run.
Double kiss. Nope.
So, I really don't want to die now. Really don't. Because you have to run all the way from the tower every time. I think it's like 4 minutes. I think this costs more than missing Spirit Hover.
Yeah, you got a lot of cutscenes too.
Yeah.
Super Sly.
There we go.
Also, for this cutscene, you actually have to continue to hold the shield, just because of the reason
Yeah.
like before. That it's actually Link standing there. It's not like a movie playing.
Yeah,
so if you lower your shield, he actually lowers the shield in the cutscene, and you
The
lose
reason
your
I'm doing this at all is to keep the Master Sword. If I do this, I still have the sword, even after he knocks it away.
yeah.
So then when I go pick up the sword, Link will like dual wield the sword, and it's really cool. I'm just kidding. He's still just using it.
That would be awesome,
It would be
though.
really awesome if you had like 2 Master Swords. I'm so used to doing this in any percent, so I was about to jump slash into the cutscene, which would have been really bad.
Someone asked about your PB tools.
PB, let's wait a little bit for this. Oh, I didn't know the flash. Okay, let's do this 6 strats. I'm just gonna do it like this now. I do really don't want to die again. PB right now is like 137. But in my PB I also died to Ganon, so I was gonna get like 132, but then I died. So this is quite a bit slower than my PB. I'm currently aiming for sub 130.
I think the record is like 124.
The record is 124. I fucking knew it. He is so fast at turning around, like... Pulled a Molotov twice. Okay.
Maybe you should do the long rope just to show off.
Oh, I don't remember the setup. I don't want to cheat.
Alright.
But seriously, he is so fast at turning around there. I should probably have practiced again and fight.
Yeah. This is the last chance you get.
I mean, this is different than both MST and 80%. Because in MST you have the hammer. The thing is, I only have 3 bombs left.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm totally choking on this right now. But it's okay. Don't really need sound for this, so.
Third's the charm.
Yeah, 3rd time's the charm. It's like I jump slash and Ganon has time to turn around and hit me before I can get up. I tried to roll there because you're invincible while rolling, but it wasn't enough. I could tell even before I died that I was gonna die. Like, why do I do this? It's like reflex from any percent. I always have a deck stick there.
Muscle memory.
Muscle memory. Okay, I don't want to die against this guy. Okay. I don't need this heart. Didn't do anything. The cannon deals 4 damage, so it doesn't matter if I have a quarter heart or 4 hearts or whatever. Yeah, the Spirit Temple one. Maybe I should include it in my route. Safe strats.
Maybe at least in marathon, right?
Yeah, I guess. But I don't know. I shouldn't really be.
Weeks and months to make up.
Well, like, I didn't get much time to practice this, to be honest.
No, I was just saying that. I was just pointing out that you didn't have much practice.
Yeah,
You got pretty much asked like 2 days ago.
2 days ago, pretty much. I've been practicing a bit, but I'm still like working on this category. Like my main category is 80%, where I have a pretty good time. But with the new skips and stuff that has been found, my time is not that good anymore. I need to improve it. The new trick. So let's see. Oh, almost. Yeah, maybe it's the kiss that kills me. So let's see.
There's actually like setups to get the kiss.
Yeah, like I backwalked there, so it's a little bit easier if you do it that way. Sub 2 hours hype. Okay, super slide here. Okay. Okay, why am I pausing here? That was like, I almost missed that. I forgot to roll during the setup, but I was able to save it by like running forwards. So, 3rd try. I'm gonna beat this guy. The funny thing is, this happened in practice as well. I did a practice run where I just choked on Ganon.
If you do it, you need to style on ISG.
ISG?
Yeah, you can kill him with ISG.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Like the final step.
Yeah, I mean, a few seconds extra is not gonna make a big difference. Can I get ISG off of Ganon then, I guess?
Yeah, just Navi ISG.
Okay, so, 3rd time. Bombs.
Where did the bombs come from?
The pillars drop bombs.
Really?
Destroy some.
Wait, did you get bombs?
Like
Yeah,
4
you gotta
bomb drops?
drop.
Did you pick them up?
I picked up one. if
So
I
I
don't,
have 3 more tries?
3 more tries.
Some of them have fairies and other stuff.
Yeah, magic. Oh my god, dude.
Don't die.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, I almost did the
No.
same thing. That's exactly what I did last time. This guy is strong, dude.
So it's harder as you both win.
I'm just doing this really slowly right now. Okay, you can go back between his legs, but yeah. Okay,
Okay,
there we
timer.
go.
Get ready.
Get ready with the timer. It's when I slash him. Well, I'm gonna try using ISG, see if it works.
It does.
So yeah, it's gonna be pretty obvious when it's time, but I'm gonna call it anyway.
Nice magic.
Yes, magic. Please, Zelda. Oh, it's time. Okay. Well, at least you got to see the run and OT in this marathon. People were saying that this is gonna be like one of the few marathons that doesn't have OT, but it didn't. Yeah, they were wrong. This had OT. So yeah.
Alright, I have some quick donations. Bryce Pottinger donates $1, shouting out to the workaholics in the back row. Eva, last name Unicode, donates $22 and has thereby sniped the 15,000 as I announced earlier. Saying, guess this is my last donation. Thanks to all runners, the crew and the viewers. Thanks also to Doctors Without Borders. Guess I'll start doing OOT runs to impress my friends. We all love it. Peace from Norway. And finally, we of course have the $3.06 local donation from Nevia saying, forgetting the kiss.
I didn't say that.
Oh, kinda.
Are you gonna use component? Huh? Are you gonna use component or just wanna play with the big team?
I need to play with this here.
Next up is Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Oasis, can you set up the stuff? I need to get some practice. Do you need help?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay, what do you need?
Just one for the...
Actually,
let me go behind the phone.
You go from here to that side.
Oh, you got to do it. Alright, it's gonna be awesome, I think.
Yeah, it should be.
Alright, I'll just...
Okay, while we are setting up for